Hello, hello, hello! It's Kat Kennedy from Cuddlebuggery, and I'm here to do another video, and I am makeupless today because I was fooling around on Twitter and I was saying how I didn't necessarily feel like putting on makeup, and some guy tweeted me and he was like, you probably should put on a little bit of makeup. And I was like, fuck that shit. So you know what? Here I am, here to do a video straight to you, way too lazy to put on makeup. I hope this doesn't offend you, but you know, this is just me. Just how I am, people. If you want me to do something, then you probably should tell me to do the opposite thing. I'll probably end up doing the opposite of what you all told me to do. Anyway, I'm here to talk about books that I can't finish, because there have been a lot of them lately. So here we go. Let's go through my list of books that I just can't with anymore. Zodiac by Romina Russell. God, I just can't get over this world building, people. I just can't get through it. It's such a slog. I don't know what's going on with this book. Still got my bookmark. I haven't read that much, but I just can't with it. It's just, I don't know. Another one that I am not able to finish, and I didn't make it that far into either, was Untold by Sarah Brennan. Loved Unspoken by Sarah Brennan. Loved it to death, but I keep seeing people tweeting her that they're crying and can't handle the emotions of reading it. And you know what? I just thought to myself, why am I putting myself through this when I know it's going to kill me? I'm not prepared for that. I love Cami, and so I cannot bear for anything to happen to her. And I loved her with Jared in Unspoken, so once again, can't deal. It was a big pile of nope for me. Everything Leads to You by Nina LaCour. This was totally not the book's fault, but I can't do this book anymore. I've made it more than halfway through, and I can just tell I'm up to the part where things go to shit, and I don't want to read it because I'm so invested in the characters. I so love the storyline. I just want everything to go peachy keen for them, and yes, I just use the term peachy keen. So I can tell it's not going to go that way, at least for a while, that everything's going to go bad, and I don't want to do that. So I just had to put it down. Can't blame me. But it is a really good book, so if you are into LGBT reads, then that is a great one to pick up. So, and you should be into LGBT reads because they're some of my favourites. Trial by Fire by Josephine Angelini. Look, I really didn't like her Star-Crossed series, and I made it probably through the first chapter of this book before I just went, nope, just not for me, just not happening, eh? And I feel bad because, you know, like, this is published by some of my favourite people, and I just can't do it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. So many books I can't finish at the moment. I don't know what's wrong with me. I think I need an intervention because a lot of these books are great books. Maybe not Trial by Fire, but, you know, eh. We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. Once again, I fail. I totally and utterly fail. I figured out the ending, and so I made it a good chunk of the way in, as you can see from the bookmark. And then I kind of guessed the ending, and somebody kind of confirmed it for me, and I just couldn't stand to keep reading. I was like, no, done with that. Let's put it away and just get on with our life, because I'm not ready for the heartbreak. It's a really depressing novel, and I'm saying that as somebody who just wrote a really depressing novel, but I cannot handle the depression in that novel. The Darkest Part of the Forest by Holly Black. This one was really great, and I made it halfway through the book. And then it just kind of went in a direction that I wasn't really into, and I don't know what happened. I just put it down one day and didn't feel like picking it back up. And I totally feel bad because it was a really interesting book, and it had some really great mythos and lore, and it was all fairies, and I love fairies. That's one of my favourite things. So I really can't say what it was that made me put it down, but I just did. I have a problem and I need help, so you need to help me, please. and my computer just shut down, which is just fantastic when I'm in the middle of doing a video, I can tell you that much. Yeah. This one, The Infinite Sea by Rick Yancey. Loved The Fifth Wave. Loved it so hard. I am not prepared to find out if a certain character may have died or not. So I didn't make it very far before I went, no, I don't want to know if Ringer dies. I don't want anybody else to die. I don't want Nugget to die. I just can't with it anymore. It's a middle book in a series, which is always a really hard book for me to plunge through. And I just don't feel I'm ready for it at the moment. But thank you to Shaheen who sent this to me. She was amazing. I was her secret Santa. Well, she was my secret Santa. And I was her Santee, and she sent it to me, which was fantastic. And she runs a fantastic blog. If you haven't seen her blog, Speculating on Specfic, really great blog, really great blogger, really beautiful person. This last book, I don't know how to say this, but I just can't finish The Winner's Crime by Marie Witkowsky. And not because there is anything wrong with this book. Believe me, it is beautiful, just like the last book was, The Winner's Curse. Beautiful book, but I can't do it, people. It is so tense and the stakes are so high. I don't know how she wrote this. I don't know how she could be so attached to these characters and write this and put them in so much danger, and I don't know if they're going to make it through. I can't imagine how they're going to do that, and it's killing me. And every day I look at it and I'm like, I need to finish this book. I need to read it. And Steph keeps telling me, Kat, you need to read this book. And I keep sitting there going, I can't read this book because I am going to die if I read it. So that's my list of books that I haven't been able to finish lately. Leave a comment in this section if you're like me, if you can't finish books lately, or if you have some advice on how I can get past this reading slump I'm in, then that would be fantabulous because I really need some help. Well, thank you for tuning in to my video, and hopefully I'll do another one soon because I'm trying to get back into all that, trying to get back into blogging.